Okay.
Hey, hey,
No reason for doing that. What am I doing?
hey.
I take that.
That was totally
Shows
unnecessary.
that he's on.
Hmm,
I'm looking at the chat and he's in here.
not sure.
I'm not sure.
I can see you watching.
He's not sure these things. I can see you watching. Oh, I'm not watching, so that's good.
I'm not.
What the hell? Ow.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That wasn't intended. Alright. Is there any way to pause for a second?
Oh, I think he's getting a phone call.
Nee. No.
Hold on.
Okay.
Make your move. Then my time will go. Not yours.
Okay. Well, anyway, I have these guys on Discord. They're in my Discord
No.
channel. They cannot hear what I'm saying, but we can hear what they're saying. And supposedly, and I hope he's not lying, Shores isn't stream sniping. So anyway, we can take a look at this game while it's going on.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be nice, give me a thinking time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have moved so my time runs and not yours.
Okay, now he's doing this bogeying. See it like this?
As far as says no.
Which is something that I taught him about an hour or so ago. Wired is he's just kind of starting out, so I showed him the basic bogeying ideas. Yeah. Let's see. I will cut out of Discord, so make it a little bit easier to concentrate on the stream. Okay, there we go. Now, with this bogeying, he's gonna do this idea, aiming to break through. So Schwarz just retreats the silver, and he's planning to redeploy it here. That's going to be solid enough to defend against immediate breakthroughs. So in order to prepare for this, yes, he could do this. He could also do here. That way, doesn't want him to stop to block the bishop's diagonal. Oops, cockeyed there. He doesn't want to allow him to stop. Block the bishop with 5-5 pawn, so he can play 5-6 pawn. And if he decides to do something like grab this pawn, goes well, go right ahead. Let's say something like this. Probably here, and then he threatens this one. And he threatens to do stuff like this. Okay. Another way to play is, I suppose, he doesn't need to play 5-6 pawn, because if 5-5 pawn, it actually ends up being overextended. So he could continue either here, but this looks a little bit more to the point. Takes with the rook, and then he threatens to grab this pawn here. So if he does this, he moves the silver back, and then he can grab the pawn on the next move. See? So if here, Could he get away with doing this? The rook looks like it's short of squares, but on this you can run here, and there's going to be no way to attack this rook. If need be, he can sacrifice the pawn like here, just to give him more mobility. Another thing he can do is, let's see, here, push this up next and then move the rook out of the way here. In either case, black's doing really well. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so let's see what he actually did. Okay. Okay, again, he doesn't need to play 5-6 pawn. He can just do this, or he can prepare to castle this way. Also, perfectly sensible way of playing. See here, threatening this pawn here, and then this and this. So that means it's very difficult for him to get this silver into play. So anyway, let's see what happened. Okay. Took the pawn, threatening this next. Okay, good. You see this silver? Should try to capture it by doing this, and then next you can play 3-7 pawn and kill it. Okay. Promoted this. Actually, should probably still do this. Then he may do this, threatening this and promote. So that has to be defended against. So probably do this. And then next you can move the gold up here or do this. Well, actually he does not want to. Well, if here be this. So forget about that. Yeah, just starting to kill this guy next. You see, he just entered the same position, except he's one pawn less. So that was no good. Okay, only now he sees it. What about here? And this. Huh. No. Here, here, here. Yeah, that certainly looks possible. Okay, let's see what happened. Oh, I should probably just move the gold here. Okay, now that we're caught up, we can start the Discord chat again. Ah. It's gonna try and kill off this attacking piece. Oh no. It's gonna promote the pawn. Oh
Oh, whoops. No, I didn't mean to do
no.
I meant to press yes.
Okay, I guess he just pretended.
No. I think this is bad.
Let's go back a couple moves just to look. Here he's gonna promote like here, right? Yeah. If here I don't know, maybe something like this. Yeah, the fact that he gave up the pawn for nothing was
10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
kind of painful.
This is my first time also not playing against someone who's like really terrible.
So this, a move like this would threaten here. The gold is going to be overworked, defending the 7-3 and 5-3 squares. If here, threatening to dangle the pawn here, pushes this in and captures the knight. Let's see. Yeah, but again, simply this was best. Yeah, it's too bad. Give up a large opportunity. And looking at this, instead of playing here, it might be a lot better just to do this instead, because you still have this option of moving the silver to 3-5. So you end up with the same idea, except the silver is a lot more flexible on this square. You can also hold the idea back and play this. Oh, you see, he's going to move it here. So he doesn't need to exchange this thing off immediately. Probably just this. He can spend a few more moves building up before carrying out his threat.
I feel really clueless.
Yeah, the silver is annoying of yours on 5-5 said that it was trapped there.
What?
He must
Yeah,
not
let's
do
talk about
this
later
because of here.
about this game and just
I
play.
don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
It's important to learn.
Okay, I will deafen this for a bit. Like here. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Return to the game. Black's in a lot of trouble. I should fight back. I don't know if he can. There's way too many weaknesses around this king. There's threats of here, also here. Yeah, too many. Oh geez, I sure hope they can't see the arrows. Well, anyway, let's turn the voice back on. Hi. Hello. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I thought I was in local mode. Oh.
Is there any way? That's checkmate, isn't it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Nope.
I don't see it. No, it's just checkmate. No.
No, because your look is still there.
Oh, no. But you get the rook.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how he finishes this. Looks reasonable.
Oh yeah. Now it's checkmate.
Huh?
I would like to analyze it with Alexei.
Oh geez.
I mean, what a bunch of... Oh my god. What did I do?
I don't want to analyze this.
I think there's much to learn, especially for your Bogan.
I was just kind of clueless.
let's see. I mean, I don't know if this already was a bad move, but I don't know how to move my silver because you're threatening these moves, and I can't push this pawn or this. These pawns are kind of fixed to a certain point of the game, so I don't know how to move here. I mean,
Maybe I should.
I mean, you should prioritize. I don't know. Priority. Right. Sorry. Your king's safety. I mean, you can attack right away with your silver, but as soon as your attack runs out, you should somehow make your king's position safer. I mean, here I really need to react to your silver. That's why I moved my silver there. But I'm not sure if I did the right thing to react to this. I mean, let's see. You exchange.
You can hold it back.
I'm not sure. I don't play Bugin or static rooks. That's why I'm kind of helpless here. I will try to find a move that is not bad. Let's see.
Well, I guess they can't hear me on Discord.
And like, what am I supposed to do?
Not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get host?
Yeah.
Psst.
Let's see.
I wasn't really happy with this move. This one?
Psst.
Okay. I will give Alexei.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you listen on Twitch?
Can you do this?
Okay. I will. Can you listen on Twitch? Can you hear me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Can I listen on Twitch?
Yeah. Okay. All right. You see, this move can be played anytime, so it's not urgent that you play it immediately. Instead, you can simply do something like this. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, what would you have done?
I'm watching him on Twitch.
Yeah, what would you have done?
Yeah, me too.
Schwarz?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah.
I think I could put no. Maybe my king's position to 5-2 or
5-2.
develop my
Well, here. Okay. Symbol here. And then what? You know, I'm gonna
Yeah, that's illegal.
yeah. What next? What next? Here? Okay. So here. Just calm developing moves. The idea behind this move is not only to open the way for the bishop or a lance, but you're gonna try to push to make use of this weakness on the edge. And in order to defend it, what White's gonna have to do is maybe move the gold up here. And when he does that, you notice it makes this this area kind of weak. So you use it as a kind of a distraction. Okay. Try playing a couple moves just so I can show him.
Yeah, my this is
Yeah, just
pretty
suggest some move. I
dumb
don't know.
position. I can't use it. I
Here.
mean,
And then how would you defend against this? Probably gold up, maybe? No?
yeah,
Yeah, gold up.
I can't do anything else.
Okay. So now you created a weakness in the center area, right? So then you can start you can even start advancing here.
Yes.
Another thing you can do is just solidify again, like this. Or if you want to start action in the center, you could do here. And if it drops here, you could pull the rook back maybe here. And then advance these pawns. So how are you going to get play? If this threatening to close it, this isn't actually a threat. The reason why is the pawn on 5-5 will be overextended, and it's going to end up falling after you pull back the silver. So it's kind of it's not really an idea. If you ever move the silver back, then whoops, wrong file here. You can start making gains in this area. If this can push, you know, I'm gonna sorry, this guy sometimes draws a little bit too many arrows, so I'm gonna block him. Okay, so you get this in, and then you create a weakness on. You make use of the weakness on this edge. Okay, so you always want to be aiming for weaknesses. If I don't know, maybe something like this here. See, and then you promote the pawn here, like that. Most likely, since he has 3 pawns in hand, what he's going to do is try to create some type of some kind of counterplay against the this area. So because it's a pawn drop, he has to react. So maybe something like this. I don't know, just to kind of mix things up. Hmm.
Hmm.
And then if here, then you simply do that. So I don't know, here. So you still have to be a little bit careful about this. Unfortunately, it's not a really clean example. So let's see. Let's see if there's a cleaner way to do it. Here. No, it looks a little bit too slow. Well, let's see. If here, what happens if he just ignores it? No, wait, sorry. Okay, what happens if you do something like this? Just to try to interfere with the attack. If he does this, then there's no longer this drop here, right? So he might do something like this. But if he does that, then you just do this and you threaten the silver. So yeah, this rook move looks like it kind of tries to deal with that threat. Okay. So anyway, let's see what happened in the game. Oh, sorry. This 5-6 pawn wasn't necessary. Again, you should just do that. See, just allow him to play it, and then you'll be able to capture there next. Okay. So you see, you allowed him to do this, right? Yeah. Wired, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you don't want to allow him to do that, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, so just that.
Yeah.
Because if he does this, then what you could do is just like here, and if he takes here, threaten this, and if this, then
Oh.
you could play something like here. I guess this is also possible. If here, and then you do this idea again. So I don't know. There is also this, and then you see you can trap the silver, right? Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't like this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, this was good. It's a tempo move, right? And then now here, right? And you can trap the silver. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... but you see this move, you ended up just losing a pawn, right? Here. See, you... Same position except
Yeah,
one...
this is just silly.
Yeah. So, here and then just kill.
I misread.
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
And here you should probably move the gold here.
No!
Huh?
I saw that.
Yeah. So... you have maybe stuff like this. It's very important that you try to fight to get a pawn in hand. Another thing you could do is later on move the gold up here just to protect the front area. Here you notice the blocks off the action of the rook, so... Yeah, so already I'd be a little bit worried. You know, he's planning this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's already a little difficult. It's starting to get really difficult. What about here? You know, preventing this. And if here, then just defend this way. This might be a way to try to fight back. Yeah. Um, Yeah, and after this is kind of lost, I think. Here, check. Yeah, this is... Huh, is there another way? What about here? It's a threat mate and...
I see.
And they're hitting the rook.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that, yeah, this is also a threat mate, I think. Threaten rook drop here. Okay, let's just see the mate. Here and like this, right? So must block here, and you do this check, and this mate, yeah.
No, can't I promote my rook here? After he takes?
Oh yeah, that's also possible, and then you just drop the knight there. Either way. But yeah, probably this. And here, takes check up. Takes check. I guess this is okay. This is a threat made. This also makes sense. Yeah, but yeah, this is finished. Anyway, did you have any questions? No?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, the opening, just my gold move, my first gold move was bad, right?
Which one? This? No, not bad.
I'm not sure how to play with handicap, so
Yeah. This was a little bit early. You don't know whether this pawn is going to advance, so you want to keep the silver back. That way you won't have to waste time moving it like you did in the game. Yeah, so you just leave the silver here. A lot of times you do move it here anyway. But the problem with that is that there could be stuff happening in the center, and then the silver is going to be misplaced. So it's almost like one of those pick your poison kind of situations. He's going to switch over to the side that's weak. That's one of the themes of playing this handicap. You always want to try and strike at the weak points. So the weak points are going to be like the edge, and then after there's a committal of generals, you try to strike the areas that aren't defended. So that's what you're trying to learn. Yeah. Okay. Wired, did you have any questions? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if he's still listening. Okay. All right. I guess that's it for this.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, just one last remark about this. The silver could go here instead. It's a lot more flexible on this square than here. Yeah. Yeah, the reason why. Oh yeah, it sounds
How
like
do I
he's.
play better?
How do you play better? Okay. Well, here this silver. See, you can do stuff here, or see, you threaten this, right? You break through. So upon this move, already he has to move the silver back to get it here. So that means this silver move here is a lot more flexible because you don't know, he doesn't know where you're going to strike, either in the center or along the second file. So it ends up screwing up his deployment here. Yeah. And after he weakens the center, then you could.
Wow, there's like a 45-second delay.
Yeah.
The delay is massive.
Yeah. You You could even do stuff like this, or you could even exchange his pawn off first, like here. And then you could even do this. Just advance the pawns like that. And normal castling. But this is another perfectly good way of playing.
I think you have a greater delay than I have.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. So,
suppose I can refresh the page.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's about it for the comments. Yeah, good game.
Thank you.
Yeah, good game.
Thanks for commenting.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I'll keep playing and try to, not be terrible.
Yeah. Is that your
You
new
can do it.
Flan?
You can do it.
Is that
Never
Flanzak?
give up.
Is that you?
Yeah.
I know you're harvesting Asiatic clams.
Yeah. Okay. So, is that your handle, Flanzak?
I mean, you're just playing it for a week, so you will.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You will get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of getting the idea of like pressuring.
Yeah.
And trying to look for openings.
Mm. Okay. So.
Yeah, for the rook pawn, it is always all about timing. I mean, at some point you want to exchange the pawns, and you really want that. I mean, it helps you in some positions, but you need to find the right timing.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wait too long, I can ignore it. If you do it too early, it achieves nothing. But as a static rock player, if you play this type of game against again, you will do better, I think.
All right, I will close the stream. Thank you for all the viewers who.
Says Alexis, the sound coming from Discord, you can. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Let me deafen this. Okay. Yeah. Thank you to all of the people who watched this stream. If you like what you saw and wish to support the stream, you can reach me at alexi2539@gmail.com. I would also be really happy to hear your comments and suggestions, so don't hesitate to write to me. If you haven't already, please register your Twitch account and follow. Also, subscribe to my YouTube account. Thank you for joining us today. Please let your friends know about this. One of the best ways to spread around this community, well, make this community larger, is by word of mouth. So that's very helpful. Thanks a lot. Bye.